Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Bluntonians of all makes and models, strap your shit spreaders in for another episode of Let's Be Blunt with your hosts, Hot Ronnie Monty.
Hello.
Master Ren.
What up, what up?
The Big Bad Butcher, Wilson. Say
Woo!
hi. And Senor JD. Hi, bitches.
You heard correct. Wilson is back.
And we are live
By
tonight, too.
popular demand.
Let's not fuck this up tonight.
No, we're going to fuck this up
Yes,
somehow.
of course we're going to fuck up. We're going to fuck
absolutely.
up live.
We fuck up everything, not for nothing.
I mean, that's what
Would
people
it
like,
be-
isn't it?
Let's be blunt if we didn't fuck up somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Let's fuck up.
God.
Let's fuck up. New
Let's give
podcast
it a new
name.
Let's fuck up.
Love it. That's the spinoff. That's all the deleted scenes.
Yeah, see, that's the spin-off that doesn't do quite as good as the original because the jokes are a little too edgy and they try too hard. Oh
Isn't
my
that
God.
this one?
Well, yeah, that's like every day of my life. Have you
Yeah.
met me?
You're pretty edgy.
Kinda, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. It's more so the
I mean,
tells the like.
It's a dull edge, but it's an edge.
It's like a really
It's
bad.
going to take a
butter
bit to
knife.
get through, but it'll get through.
Yeah, eventually. It's like you were saying, like, you know, to cut a head off properly, you got to get like the right angle. If you do it wrong, you're just gonna sit there and be hacking away at bone all day.
It's all about leverage.
Exactly. All about the
How about
leverage.
the leverage?
Just get that little honka into it, right?
A little what?
Oh, I've
Honka.
terrified some hunters these past couple weeks.
Really?
Fucking taking their heads off a deer. Fucking terrified a couple people.
Just pop it off.
Absolutely.
Do you just do that? Like,
Yeah,
right in
so,
front
like-
of them? Like they just bring it into the shop, and you're just like, "Hey, bro, what's up?"
Yeah, pretty much.
I like the
Like if
callback.
they're sticking around for something, like if they're keeping the hide or whatever, they'll stick around. And I'll get it all spun out and ready to go in the cooler.
Sounds young.
And right.
We're talking
So,
about
like,
venison,
literally,
right?
to take the head off, it's hanging up in the air off a winch, and I'll cut around the back of the head, and there's a joint there that, like, at the top of the neck,
Yeah,
and
like right with
there's
it. Yeah.
joint
Yeah.
there
Too bad
that
the people on live
basically
can't see this.
it
I know.
fits
Well, they can
together
try
with
to
your
show 'em what he was
spine,
pointing to.
and you can
Well,
get
shut
the knife
fuck
in
up.
there and cut the spinal cord, and then literally all I do is cut all the way around, and then get on one knee and just snap it with the antlers.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful.
I would love to watch all that.
dude. That's
Yeah.
like that's
You
gore
need to
porn
wear
right
a
there.
You need to wear a GoPro.
I know. I have a GoPro. I need to put it on.
Figure
but I-
it out.
I'll send you mine to use. Like, fuck, dude, I want to watch that.
Right?
I
Like,
just
there's
say,
people
fun.
that will pay big money to sit there and watch.
We need
you
to do
that.
a Let's Be Blunt live up at the body shop.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Oh, absolutely.
well, I was just thinking next time he calls in from the shop.
He needs Wi-Fi out there.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't have
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi out there yet.
All
I'm
right,
going
all
to,
right.
but I don't have it yet.
So when
How
he has the
dare you?
Wi-Fi,
This
so
is
he can't.
2020.
So this is
There were
his
the
last
times.
episode
Right.
until he has Wi-Fi in the shop. That's all.
Well, fuck it. Either way, we will adapt and overcome and figure it the fuck out as we go along.
We do with everything.
Oh yeah, Jesus.
Right.
fucking Christ. If
We've been
if we were
adapting all day today, man.
If we were prepared, then Jesus Christ, there's something wrong with us.
Oh, this show wouldn't be as good.
No,
No.
no, God, no.
No,
That
mean,
I
it's
don't
really
even know
not
what, I
that-
don't even know what we're supposed to talk about tonight. We're just jumping
Yeah.
right into this. And
Well, no, because we're doomsday actually. Because at this point
That's
in
what
time,
this show's gonna
we're
bring.
all expecting the world to go to shit. Because after the election and all the shit that you keep seeing going wrong in 2020, I expect it to end with the fucking bang.
Fuck 2020.
Like I'm honestly expecting like
Exactly.
December 31st, the clock hits 0, and all of a sudden we hear, "You're fool."
I was thinking when the clock hits midnight, it's going to switch back over to January 1st, 2020.
Don't
Groundhog
scare me
Day.
like
It's
that.
going to be. It's
Just
going to be.
a,
Yeah, it's going to
just
be all
a
over
super
again.
excessive Groundhog Day situation
yeah,
where
yeah,
it's not just the same day, it's the same year over and over again.
And we're going to relive the same exact thing over and over
It's
again.
Bill Murray the year.
What if the Mayans fucked up and it wasn't 2012 that the world was going to end?
They had it backwards somehow.
Yeah,
They got it wrong.
the Mayan was dyslexic.
Are you?
Yeah, try that again.
The Mayan was Dick Lixick.
He likes to lick the dick lick.
So, you watch South Park, right? Obviously.
No,
No, in a long
I
time.
haven't in a long time. Yeah.
So
I gave up.
I
after
haven't
the
in a long
Kanye-
time.
I gave up after the Kanye West episode.
I didn't even know there was a Kanye
It
West
was-
The
episode.
gay fish one? That was a great
Yeah,
one.
the
Oh,
gay
the fish sticks.
Fish stick.
I do remember that episode.
That was on today. And
Yeah.
there's nothing on daytime TV ever anymore.
Jerry
And,
Springer's on it?
yeah, but it's not the same.
No, it's weird.
He's got a judge show now too.
Oh,
Can we get back on
Yeah,
fucking
let's get
point?
back on
Jesus
track.
shit.
Jellyfish.
Judge Jerry
Judge
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
Down on Jellyfish
So
Fields.
South Park did an episode about
The fish sticks.
the fish sticks.
Yes.
Okay.
That I don't know. That
What the fuck?
Oh,
All right,
I
so
don't
let
know.
me get this
Okay.
straight. So
Rennie,
you invited...
Rennie, why don't you go ahead and hit that button?
Yeah.
that one.
there you
No.
go. Maybe we should give
All right.
Wilson the board.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, listen,
Let
I'm
Wilson hit
fucking-
the buttons tonight. Maybe he'll be
I'm
like
an
to
hour
see
and a
you
half
reach
away
over.
from you guys. I'm on the board right now.
Yeah, right. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll have Wilson on the board.
I just have to do everything with my voice. I just have to go, wah, 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 wah.
That's how you do the board from now for tonight, right from your mouth.
What was his name from Police Academy?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Winslow?
Winslow.
Yeah.
That's close to Wilson.
Yeah, right. Hey, there we go.
Yeah,
Close
there you
to
go.
fucking nose.
Do I also have to do the jellyfish sound, or
Yeah.
is that?
Can you
I
give us
mean-
a jellyfish?
No,
It
where do you
doesn't
think
pick
I
up as
jelly-
good.
No, it's,
Goddamn Bluetooth.
I didn't do it
Yeah.
good either. There it is.
You gotta
You
get
got
like
to
that
do
nice,
it
like,
towards the camera though.
You let the camera. I don't know if the camera will pick up the. Oh, I picked that up.
It's not good.
Well, yeah. See, that's the thing is...
You got to
yeah.
be more animated for the video.
Yes, my fans.
You're
They're looking at
performing
me.
right.
Will you shut
We
up,
are
Wilson?
performing, huh?
My
This
fans,
is
they're
your
beautiful.
video.
Look at the way they look at us. They wonder, where do our standards go? Out the
Oh.
window. Like they
We
shut the
lost a
tequila.
couple
All
already.
three of
Oh,
them.
hell yeah. They're all gone. At this point, they're like, well...
Hello, everybody
fuck.
on live. Thank you for watching. Welcome to the shit show that is Let's Be Blunt.
Yeah, all two of you.
What do you guys think of Ronnie's Bluntonians? You guys
I
like
like-
being
I-
called
You like
Bluntonian?
Bluntonians?
I
You
do
to be
like that.
Bluntonians?
That would be a fun way to put on shirts. We are
I don't know.
Blintonians.
I just like to play with words, and that's the word that came up when I was writing that. So if you don't like it,
I know what else I like to play with.
I don't
Whoa.
know. Sorry.
He's a linguistic.
I like to play with my linguist.
So,
Kind of linguist all the time.
Doomsday Predator.
I'm a kind of linguist.
Why did we even bother to do the live? Because we're just gonna be like fucked up the whole time trying to do this. Because now
Well-
I can't keep stopping
well,
looking
now
up there,
ignore
looking
it.
at us, looking at them, looking at us.
Fuck them. Pretend they're not there.
Ignore that now. The
There's only
camera's out
3 of them
there.
anyway. Who gives a fuck?
You're breaking the
Hey,
fourth wall. All right.
Yeah, break that fourth wall, Deadpool.
So actually, I have a question, Wilson. Maybe you might
Yeah.
be able to answer this, Wilson, but you're more into the superhero shit.
Oh,
Who would win in a fight,
Oh, jeez.
Batman or Deadpool? Ooh,
Deadpool.
shut up, Wilson.
See, now you're gonna.
No, you're right, but hang on. I want to see what he
No,
has to
well, see now the problem is, first of all, Deadpool's unkillable, virtually unkillable. So you can't really beat Deadpool unless you get your hands on the special blade that was made from the DNA of Wolverine, which is the only blade that can stop the healing factor. I forget the name of it. It's been a while since I read it.
Adamantium, batadium, something, anium.
No,
Adamantium.
adamantium is the metal that is on Wolverine's bones. The blade is called the Miramasa blade, I believe. It's a blade that was crafted by a swordsmith.
Where do we get one?
Where can we get
I'm looking
one?
at you, Butcher.
In Earth
Yeah, Mr.
616
Wolf.
universe, that's where. But
Hey, we got 5. High five.
Hey, we got
It's
6
all
now.
superhero talk.
What is it?
It's- it's
there's
a superhero
6.
talk.
It's up to 6.
But strategically, yes, Batman would be the more strategic of the two. So you would think, yes, Batman would win because, hey, Batman's the best. But,
How? Honestly, not for nothing.
well, I'm not done.
Okay.
He's thought about this, all right?
Well, because I was asked this question earlier, and I thought about it, and it's like, well, people would assume Batman, but it's like I was on the other side. So go
Yeah,
ahead.
I mean, you automatically can assume Deadpool, obviously, because you can't kill him.
Well, if you had the fact to be able to actually kill him.
If say Batman got his hands on the blade,
Mhm.
then I honestly think in the end that Batman would win. Batman is a more strategic fighter.
Mm.
He's a lot more disciplined, and that's really all you need. I mean, he's the world's greatest detective.
What the
Which
fuck
I
are
don't know
you
how that's
doing
gonna
over there? You
help
look
him.
like you just looked up the camera going, no.
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 I was
don't
going to
agree
ask
with
the
this. I do
Bluntonians what
not
they
agree.
think.
I don't
About
know. I
it.
mean, if any of them want to chime in with their thoughts on it, it's
Yeah,
one of
all
those
6
questions
people.
that everybody has an answer to if they know the stuff. It's a dangerous question. It's any nerd question. My wife will tell you is dangerous to ask me because I can't give you a simple answer. I have to dig deep
I-
into it.
Okay,
Ronnie, I
so
apologize.
Brandy says
judged right off
Deadpool.
the bat because I immediately thought you were going to go straight into that is the dumbest question I've ever heard because one is DC and one is Marvel, and there's no way they would ever be in the same universe. I thought that's how you were going to start that, and I'm like, man, Ronnie.
No. I knew he had more respect for the question than that. Because it's a legitimate question.
I'm not one of those, like, Marvel versus DC people. I love them both. I honestly, like...
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait until the one day where those two sides can get together again and make the Marvel versus DC comic like they did back in the day. I'd love to see that again. It's not going to happen for a while, but you never know. Maybe we'll get lucky.
I worked with a guy that was like that. That was like, fucking Marvel's the best, DC fucking sucks, all that shit. And like, I love the movies. The movies are great. They're just good movies. But I don't know any backstory. And he would break into like, well, that would never work because that was Wolverine's second cousin. And there's no way that this would happen. So this happened in comic book 97.
When the
and he would get onto these rants, and I would just look at him and go, "Shut the fuck up, nerd!" Like,
they didn't have the same butcher.
Yeah, right. How dare they interact? They don't even have the same butcher. He does not wear brown shoes. My God, his wife has yellow nail polish. That just would never happen. How dare you?
Yeah, exactly. Like that kind of shit.
When the movies first started coming out, I was kind of like that. But then you just got to realize it's the differences between comics, movies, TV shows, and like it's all just different universes. And if you can look at it like that, then you can like it all. I don't see anything wrong with that.
So Brandy says Deadpool because he can rejuvenate. Batman is just a city white boy who learned to fight and dresses like a bat. Jay says Batman would rock Deadpool. Beautiful.
I don't know why this thing ain't scrolling by itself, but I gotta keep scrolling down.
I'm sorry.
So what I said earlier,
my shoulder's fucking killing me. Thank you very much.
See, I actually
You're welcome.
I said Deadpool because I think he actually seemed more disciplined or more comfortable with his learning and education and self-defense and all the bullshit he does.
For Deadpool, it's really not so much the being comfortable with all the discipline. It's just the fact that he knows he can't die.
Huh.
He can't. Yeah.
So he uses his arm to choke people out after the dude broke it. Like in one of the movies, like a dude breaks his arm and he fucking takes his arm and wraps it around the dude's neck. Like,
yeah, see, I've never read I've watched the movies, but I was asked.
Don't get me wrong.
Comic person.
Deadpool is a great fighter. He can fight. He was a special forces.
Yeah.
And part of the X-Force, and before he was even a mutate. He's not an actual mutant, but we won't get into that.
Yeah.
Before he was even what he is, what everyone knows him as, he was still a special forces guy. Like, so he is a good fighter. Don't get me wrong. But
where did I call into? What's happening?
What did this podcast turn into?
You need to pull up the chat. You need to pull up the live feed so you can see the chat. There you go. That's what I was trying to say.
That's the words.
Yeah.
Use them. It's okay.
Yeah. Anyways, Brandy says, Dakota says, "What up, Daddy?" JD.
Hi, Daddy. How are you? I miss you. I just want to stroke your face.
What happened?
I think the jellyfish is back.
Is he swimming around again?
Yeah, I don't know where it came from.
Swimming upstream.
All right, I think he's gone. I can get back to it.
You are fucked.
My wife's gonna divorce me.
All of ours are.
Pretty much.
Except
Mine might
Wilson's.
have
His
already.
is like he's like a safe distance away. He's like, fuck that, I'm out of here.
He's like, I'm not even in the room. I can just hit end.
I can just click. I can just click on my mouse. My fucking cursor is right over the end button. This gets hasty. I can just go click.
I don't know who those guys
Abort.
are.
Abort mission.
It's one of those moments where you're just like, just in case the wife walks in. So I wasn't looking at what you thought I was looking at. I swear to God, it was porn.
Yeah, why can't you just watch porn like a normal husband?
Yeah, right. Why do you gotta watch those idiots? Don't you know any better? You have standards.
So Doomsday.
I told her I was going on the podcast today, and she just goes, "Great."
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be Doomsday in the house.
Oh yeah, exactly. So speaking of Doomsday, I want to ask you your opinion on some stuff because a lot of people are freaking the fuck out. Like I said earlier, it's like after the election and everything's going to hell and, there's no law and order and everything's just going to be complete fucking chaos on this world.
Wait. They canceled Law and Order?
SVU or?
See, I loved SVU, but I like to it Stabler.
Absolutely.
But anyways, so
needed Stabler.
You being,
and the drunk captain.
You being more of a prepper-ish type,
I want to ask your opinion on some shit. Because you can see the idiots running around and you get to watch it on TV, but you're up in the woods and you don't have to worry about it.
Up in the boonies.
Right.
Yeah, but we get to deal with the fucking idiots that think that they're going to suddenly become preppers because they have a Hummer H2.
I giggle about that sometimes. I think about that. It's like, oh, you guys are fucked down there.
Put a push bar in your truck.
Yeah, I love seeing the fucking like Toyota Avalanches or whatever the fuck.
Toyota Avalanche.
Toyota Avalanche.
What the fuck was that?
I meant to say the Toyota Tundra and a Chevy Avalanche with like the Salt Life stickers on them. And it's like, tell me about your shark like
What
encounter.
is Salt Life? I don't even know what that is.
Isn't that like deep sea diving for like sharks and shit?
I have no clue.
No, I think it's just like it started out, I think it was like a clothing line or sunglasses.
Oh.
And it's like, oh, I'm on the beach all the time. I like hang out in the ocean. I boat. I deep sea fish. I spearfish. I do all this shit.
Water.
But now it's just like, I went to Florida one time in 2007.
So it's the new Ron John Surf Shop sticker.
Pretty much.
Exactly. That's all it is.
No, even worse. It's the new Ed Hardy.
Oh, Ed Hardy was so bad.
Do you guys remember that shit?
Yeah,
when like
I
Ed Hardy
hated
took
that.
off of everywhere and it's like everywhere you turned there was glitter and glam and
Fucking
So
colorful
you
tigers.
know what?
you know
You know why Ed Hardy fucking started to fail?
because he like partnered with a bunch of idiots.
That and Tom Hardy made a massive decline because the fucking John, what's his name from John and Kate Plus 8?
Yeah, he wore.
When they got divorced, he just started fucking just doing drugs and smoking cigarettes and just wearing Ed Hardy clothes. And Ed Hardy literally saw a dramatic increase in fucking following and like people buying because fucking the dad from John and Kate Plus 8 was fucking repping their shit. Like,
Wow, man, giving it a bad name.
Yeah, right. Jesus Christ. Wait, can you really give that a bad
Well,
name? Though?
yeah, I
Seeing
guess
the people
not.
that wore Ed Hardy most of the time, I'm pretty sure they took care of the bag.
A lot of them are from Revere.
From Revere.
They're like the definition of a douche nozzle.
Yeah.
but he was so bad that literally all those people went,
bad.
"Oh, we suck. Like we need to stop wearing this shit."
Well, that's what went off in their brains.
Yeah.
Right.
With or without the pop, though.
Always with the pop.
They,
You gotta have the pop.
they all went, "Oh, got it."
It's like,
Oh, I get it now.
Fuck.
That was their aha moment.
Alright, okay, so like there's people like that wear the Ed Hardy that think, you know, the big burly like muscle bound guys are like, I can handle anything when the, you know, world goes to shit. What do you think, like, honestly, do you think they'll actually be able to handle it?
Those are the first. to go.
Absolutely not. It's going to be fucking chaos. Those are going to be the first people that are like, "Oh, wait, I said I was going to do stuff and I don't have anything. So I do have a gun and other people have stuff. Yeah, it's easier. Let's just do that." Like, those are the people that are going to fucking go off. Like,
What do you mean go off? Like completely go
Like-
ape shit, or like they're the ones that's gonna make the trouble, like the problem, worse?
absolutely. Those are the people that are going to, like, start shit. And, like, because I need to save my family, so I'm just going to kill yours. Like, so many people are like, we need to be so tolerant of everybody and do everything.
Mhm.
All of those people have never dealt with anything and are not going to be, when shit happens, it's going to be like, wait, I can't get my groceries delivered to my house? What do you mean? And just go off the deep end.
See, that's one thing I don't understand people like why they're against farms, like even like or like backyard gardens, like why people are like, no, I'd much rather live in a condo and not deal with that. Which, like, I understand for like professionals, okay, cool, but if the world goes to shit, don't you at least want to know how to grow a damn tomato?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the fuck,
Mhm.
bro.
Something.
Like, you know, you
Right.
at least something learn.
Chickens.
Right.
There are people that's just not in their ideals at all. And it's like, all right, cool. You do your shit, I do mine. But when
Those are the same
Sure.
idiots driving Mercedes and Lexus and Audis and shit.
And they're the president of
but
the
they're like, I have
HOA.
enough money to deal with whatever's going to happen. And
Right,
it's like,
exactly. Except, and
You caught that.
I
I
caught
got
that
you.
too.
I got you.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Crystal.
Yeah,
I think we all stopped and started reading the comments. I see what you're saying.
I
How we
saw
get
her say
distracted.
something, so I was like trying to see what it'd say. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to ask them without asking them how we sounded.
And now we're asking them with asking them.
Well, not for nothing. We're still figuring it the fuck out. So
Yeah, hey.
they're participating. They're helping. They're
Yeah.
part of the problem now.
Yeah, we started falling off the deep end a little bit, so we need to
should've just-
fucking get some help to rein
It
us
was a
in.
jellyfish.
Yeah.
Oh, it's back.
So we were talking. You were saying about the fucking people and their groceries getting delivered.
Yeah, it's just fuck.
Oh man.
I swear to God, I'll
So,
be
yeah,
able
the-
to survive this.
He's talking. I know what he's saying. He's saying the people that are having everything like handed to them right now, the people that rely on buying everything on the internet, the people that rely on not
Amazon,
having to go,
Instacart.
not having to go to the store to get stuff, and when all that stuff finally stops, they're gonna lose their minds, and they're the ones that are gonna start the wars in the streets and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
That's honestly how I think it's gonna be. Is like it's gonna get to a point where everyone's just gonna be like, "Shit, we really can't," and like it's the knee-jerk reaction to like everything,
Right.
where they're just gonna freak the fuck out instead of like taking a breath and be like, "All right, come together and figure it the fuck out." It's
Pretty
like
much.
from like
Yeah, that was like a
it's
live
like
look
from,
and all it's
like-
gonna look like.
It really is.
it's
Yeah.
sad.
I 100% like am expecting it to be like every apocalypse movie you see where there's just like a mass rush of people driving down the highway, cramming up the roads.
Yeah,
Like, you know, there'll be
That's
the,
exactly what it's going to be.
yeah.
there'll be the crowd of people like
Trying to-
running up the roadways,
Yeah.
like
Trying to get out of the cities and come up to the fucking country.
yeah, exactly. You
Yeah.
know, but at
A mass
I'll wait.
exodus.
yeah,
Yeah.
at what point though do you run? Like, do you stay for as long as possible, or do you get the fuck out of Dodge at the first sign of trouble? Like,
I mean, I'm a different case because if I'm home
I'd
I ain't
assume you're a
leaving.
hunker down kind
and
of
I'm
guy.
making sure no one else is coming, like
Except us.
Unless they're invited.
right, right.
Oh well, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So you know, speaking of which, like, you know, what is a good basic prep plan to have? Because not for nothing, if the world's gonna go to shit, like, what is at least okay? I should at least have this ready to go. I should know I'm going to this place. Like, because
Right.
you hear like
I
on
mean-
TV, they have like bug out bags and fucking checkpoints here, and
Bug out
I'm gonna
bags.
hike my ass out fucking 3 miles to
Hidden
the city.
caches and the
Those,
Yeah, like-
those guys are
somewhere.
fucking because it's not how it's going to go. They're practicing it in like I practice this and this is how I do it.
Right. It's
Not
practicing in
thinking
ideal
about
conditions.
the fucking million people that are behind them. Like
The people on the show are Hollywood preppers.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
it's one of those things. I don't consider myself a prepper at all. Like I don't like, but it's just the way I live. It's like, yeah, I'd rather have a couple extra cans of food. Like I process all my own meat. Like we have a farm. Like we raise our own animals because I enjoy it. Like I know where my food comes from.
yeah.
Like we
It's
try and
delicious.
do that. We try and do veggies every year. We don't have a good vegetable garden right now just because I haven't had time to build one for my wife.
Too busy
Like-
with the meat.
Too busy. But it's like, yeah, we know how to do all that.
Mhm.
Like we know how to fix certain shit because hey, guess what? I'm not taking my fucking massive tractor to the shop and have somebody else fix it. Like it would cost more to take it there than it would to fix it. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna figure out how to fix it myself.
Well,
But
you
it's
gotta-
like that's just how we live because we have to. And it's like no one knows how to do that today. Like
Yeah.
it's someone in that condo who, as they walk out the door, orders their Starbucks so that then they can go pick it up and not have to talk to anyone or look at anyone. To then go to their job where they're putting in numbers in a computer that in the end really don't matter.
No. Numbers on a computer don't matter.
Uh-oh.
when the world goes to
That's
shit.
why out. In order to not freak out, you have a knowledge of what to do, and that only comes from learned experience. That's why those people freak out. They'll go, "Oh my God, what am I going to do?" Because I have no idea. It's not like someone who has had to like deal with livestock or do mechanical issues, but you know what I mean? Like you gotta know what you have to do in order to know what you need to do.
Makes sense.
I was gonna say that's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Makes
what I mean? If you
perfect
at least
sense.
think of think about the long run of what you're gonna actually eventually have to do in order to survive. Learn how to do the basics of at least that. You know, like you
Right.
said, like
Yeah.
fixing the tractor. You know, you may not know everything on it, but if it's not starting, you can at least figure it the fuck out.
Or especially your tractor.
dude, because I have a 1984 Massey Ferguson 50E. Thing is a beast. I am not a mechanic.
Did you
at
say
all.
Massey?
Massey Ferguson,
Yeah.
Jesus, dude, those things are ugly.
Oh yeah,
I
it's
love 'em.
ugly. One of my
Beautifully
fenders is
ugly.
plywood. It's great. I love it.
See, I got a 1950s Trojan rear steer.
Trojan man. Sorry, you can't
But
help it.
I know nothing about being like
It's
mechanical at all. I've literally learned on 50-year-old British equipment, British like industrial equipment. Like it's an industrial tractor.
But you can't
But
kill
I
that
have-
thing.
But,
No, I've
God, no.
replaced the starters, the starter, alternator, battery, all wired, all new battery terminals. I've touched every wire in that thing twice,
There's 4.
and I know.
No, right, really, there's 4 wires.
Yeah.
2
Pretty
powers,
much.
2 grounds, and that's it. That runs the entire electrical system for that tractor. You have no headlights, right?
I've had like
Oh, you do?
Ooh.
Okay, so there might be
Yeah.
6 wires
I'm
on there.
fancy.
Yeah. See, that's one thing I don't get either,
Ooh.
too, about like people that want such fancy cars. Like when the world goes to shit,
That
Electric-
computer's junk.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
like if the car
I need
fucks
my
up,
Tesla.
like exactly.
Dude, I
especially
missed my 07 Chevy. It was a standard shop box. Like it was just the basic of all basic. My truck now, I love my truck. I got a 2015 Silverado, but in order to replace the headlights,
You got to take off the whole.
you
lever.
have to
Yeah.
completely pull off the front of the truck.
Mhm.
Like, what the fuck are you doing? My 07, you could literally go pop the piece of metal out on top, pull the whole headlight out, and just
Yeah.
replace the bulb,
That was my
and that was
04.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
It's
they
like-
want
Yeah.
because the
Have
world
little
is run on
T-hooks
money,
and they
and
just
they
pull
want
them
to
up
make.
and slide the whole thing
They
out.
were a bitch to fucking pull out because for some reason they put them in a spot where you're always bumping into something else, but they came out as easy enough and
Yep.
fucking slid out.
Yeah, easy enough.
But they
Yeah.
want to make it
No,
like
they
a
have
dealer
to completely
specific
take
job.
apart
Yeah.
the whole front end.
Yeah.
It's like how that is the stupidest thing I've ever
Dude,
heard.
I miss
And
my
it's
Books out
also
at
we
4
can't fix
hours
our
to
own
change
shit.
a headlight.
I
bring it
miss my 86 Monte Carlo when I could just climb into the engine compartment with the motor and friggin' stop messing around with it and take it apart and see how it goes back together as you're taking it apart.
Serious.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of the work I did on my cars were just off the cuff.
Self-taught.
Just-
Yeah.
Nowadays, I do it. I still do it that way, but now I got YouTube to look it up to find out quicker.
Well-
But I mean, even if I didn't have the YouTube, like I said back in the day, I did it without it.
Picked up the phone and
Yeah,
figured it out.
you picked
So-
or you picked up a friggin'
Haynes manual.
the
I was
Haynes
just
manual,
gonna say
yeah.
that, like,
I gotta get one. For
Do you
that
remember those
Firebird
Wilson?
outside.
Like, do you even
They have
like
them?
stuff
know.
like that?
I
like,
don't remember those. No,
Well,
That's
they were-
before
oh.
his time.
Oh, how old is
I was
How old are you?
How old?
How old are you?
28.
Bitch, you're 2
Oh,
years younger than me. How
Damn,
the
younger
fuck-
than JD.
But I didn't.
How's that make
I
you feel?
So those-
fucking kick myself every day. My dad owns a body shop, and he raced dirt track when I was growing up. And he was always trying to get me in the garage with him to work with him. I'm like, I want to go play video games. Like, I don't need that shit. And I fucking kick myself every goddamn day. I'm like, I wish I'd soaked up every second of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, well, see, that's
Shoulda,
when
coulda,
I
woulda,
loved it. I learned from those
unfortunately.
books. Well, who else? It was Haynes, and there was also
Chilton.
Chilton's was the one I had for my Monte Carlo. I had
Yeah.
Chilton's. It was
Chilton's
right in the
you
back
can
seat
get,
in the fucking pouch.
You can get it online now.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think you can still find them at AutoZones and shit too.
Well, the
Probably.
Haynes Mill, yeah, like especially those, like it's literally an idiot's how-to guide on
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
like, but it's older vehicles, like you can't do anything on newer cars.
No,
No.
But it's like
You
the
need
problem
codes
is
and shit.
they won't.
I was pumped. This tractor came with the parts manual and
Ooh,
the regular
Ooh.
manual to it.
right?
That has
Mm.
saved my ass.
yeah,
so
see,
many
mine
times.
doesn't
Yeah.
have that. Mine's just a hunk of shit with the motor half missing.
Does it run though? Oh no, the motor's half missing.
I was gonna say, think about that one, sweetheart. Think about that.
I already
one.
had the question in my mind. I wanted to ask it before you were finished talking.
I heard the switch. I heard you ask the question and then remember and just go, oh, wait.
Yeah,
You just said
It's
half
like,
a motor,
tick,
so
tick,
no. Well, maybe you got it half running. I don't know.
no, I bought it. I bought it with the intention to fix it, and yeah.
I have a feeling you have a lot of vehicles in your yard that don't run that you bought with the intention of fixing.
papa.
Hey, the Papa runs. Shut the fuck up. Actually, the Mama runs too. Thanks to Nick, he got it going.
I gotta
but-
come to your house and just walk around your lot and see.
No,
what you
see, the
got
problem
going
is
on.
none of my vehicles are at my house.
Oh,
One
wherever,
is
yeah.
the Papa's at my house. The
And Bad
the,
Larry.
Well, yeah, the Papa and Bad Larry at the house. The Mama's in Groveland. The
Oh,
Grandma's
they're
in.
spread her out across the state.
Oh yeah. So hang on. The Mama's in Groveland. The Grandma's in Lawrence, which is Lindsay's 48 four-door Dodge.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh,
It was free. Put it that way. And then
Just like my Firebird.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
then,
Aiden's Firebird.
And then I have a 1950s Trojan loader that's called a suicide loader, apparently, because the arms come right up alongside the cab. And if your arms are hanging outside of it, or your head, and the arms come down, you'll be dead.
Guillotine.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna.
Oh my god, that's
amazing.
terrifying.
Dude, the
That
bucket
sounds
literally,
amazing.
the
That's
bucket
awesome. I wanna
literally
run it.
comes straight up and over behind the cab.
Oh, I want to
You
run
can
it.
dump behind you.
That's fantastic.
Like you can be running away from someone.
So is this thing like huge?
Just dump a bucket. No, not really.
Is it like Bobcat size? Because it
No.
sounds almost
No,
like it's like operates like a Bobcat with the.
Kind of is. It's I don't know, probably 10 feet tall.
Oh,
15,000 pounds.
So big
It's
enough
like a
Bobcat.
regular
Yeah.
full size loader, but it's not like
1
a
yard
big
bucket,
bitch.
2
Yeah.
yard bucket on it or something.
Like a 2-yard bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like I said, it's nothing super, but it's fucking old. So for its time,
Oh yeah.
it was a monster. But it has a gas motor too. Ooh.
Yeah,
Jesus
my
Christ.
when I first got my tractor, it fucking
It
scared
runs
me.
for about 30
Like,
minutes before it dies.
Yeah. Now
Right.
it doesn't run at all.
No, yeah, well, now it doesn't run at all.
You know, but speaking of like, things running and dying and stuff like that.
Womp, womp.
What the hell was that?
You said things
You
dying.
have the board.
I know.
You don't have to do the voice.
You can't do sound effects, bro. Oh my god.
So what's running and dying? Deer?
Huh?
The deer that he was chopping up there.
Yeah,
running
right.
and then
Doing
dying.
your fucking gutting last week. No, but like the reality of like the everyday person suddenly be able to adapt to like shit going wrong.
Oh, we're gonna
Good
see
luck.
a lot of people lose their minds. It's gonna be instant.
Like,
You're gonna have to instantly adapt, and there's not a lot of people in this world that can do that.
no.
I mean, I'd have a little trouble, but I'd get there.
What? I feel like we've all made that statement at least once. In our
I think I make it
Go
once a
dick.
day. Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh, there's a reason our wives don't love us anymore.
Did they ever? Though?
Facts.
No, my wife tells me she loves me. She just doesn't like me.
See, at least she's honest.
Yeah.
Jen tells me that too.
Mine tells me she married me for my money.
Well,
You have money?
I didn't have any money for my wife.
I got
to
like
marry me
75
for.
cents.
I think Let's Be Blunt has more money than I do right now.
Seriously.
Probably. And that's
But
all
that'll be gone in a couple days.
It's all IOUs from all of us. I owe you this much
Well,
money.
no, actually, the end of the month's coming, so that means Libsyn will be coming out of the
So
account.
we won't have any money, and let's be blunt either.
No. We'll be broke as fuck.
I think
too.
we got enough to cover
Oh.
the Libsyn payment.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. At least we'll still be able to post our podcast so people
Yeah.
can listen.
Yeah, thankfully enough. Oh my god. Who lies?
Who
Who
lies,
lies,
Dina?
D? Who lies?
Dino, who lies?
Who's lying?
Hi, Coach.
Oh, Cooch, what's up, brother?
Oh, Cooch? What? You both just
Cooch?
like hide Cooch. It's like
Cooch and Spanx.
fuck?
Spanx Cooch.
right. Yeah.
We're getting distracted by live again. Let's
Yeah.
get back to Wilson.
So, like the typical everyday person suddenly be able to adapt out of nowhere to it. Like, how the fuck do you think that's gonna happen?
It's not. They're not going to adapt at all.
Not at all.
Tasha lies.
Oh, what about
Tasha?
what? That she loves me or that she doesn't like me?
Well, I mean, more so like, what are your thoughts of like what's gonna happen? Because like you're one of those people who seem like you watch everything from the outside, eating a bag of popcorn, and be like, "Ooh, watch this."
That's
No,
going to be
great.
me,
I
I
love
feel
it.
like.
But yeah, I mean, people are gonna freak the fuck out, and
Yeah.
they're gonna immediately go, "Oh my god, we have to get out of the city." But when the city has the exact same thought of "we need to get out of the city,"
Mm-hmm.
chaos. Like that's millions of people just leaving
You think traffic
at
on
the same time,
128
going to the
is
same
bad now?
place.
Where like, but one thing I always wanted though is everyone's like, "Oh, we're gonna run." Where are you
Yeah.
running to?
Mhm.
Like,
Everyone
Yeah.
thinks north.
well, that's the thing is like they
But
always,
like, yeah, where you going once you get north?
yeah, like where north exactly are you heading to? Oh, we're just gonna go north until we find somewhere. Bro, you do realize there's like
Find woods.
an apocalypse
Guess-
going on. No one's
guess-
gonna open the
guess
door
what?
and say, "Hey, come on in, buddy."
Guess
Oh,
what? When
are
you
you
find
lost?
somewhere, I'll be waiting.
Yeah,
Just know
exactly.
that.
That's the problem is people in the city think they're gonna run out of the city into like the country and then be able to take over with like
What the-
some country bumpkin sounds like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go there, kick in the door, and I'll kick his ass, bro."
Yeah, no.
Well,
where
so
the-
what's going to happen if somebody tries that?
Exactly. Fill us in, Mr. Country
I
Bumpkin.
was just gonna say-
Well,
The hell
What
was
was
that?
I have
That
gone
might have been the jellyfish.
everywhere safely. that I can't have them. Like, I was telling Rennie when we were talking about doing this the other day, it's like, if somebody called me right now and was like, oh, the world's done right now. Like, everything's over, government's gone, like, it's done. I'm like, okay. I'm going to open another pack of cigarettes and finish my drive home because I'm like, all right, finish up the day. I have 3 guns in the truck of multiple calibers just to be like, all right, what are we doing? And like and they're in there because I have them for work. Like, that's what I use. That's my side job for soldering and stuff like that. And then my everyday carry. Like, but I also always have rope. I've got matches, lighters, just random stuff because I use it in some capacity all the time. So it is good to have it. But also, yeah, if the shit hit the fan and I crashed and like was off the road somewhere in Canada, like, yeah, I'd be fine for a night or 2 in my truck. Like, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But it's like nobody has that in their Camry. Like,
no, they don't.
So
who's keeping the
I don't know.
door shut?
Yeah, I don't know. I think we lost that live video.
We did. We lost the live feed. Sorry. We'll try to get back to that.
Yeah,
not like
probably,
they can hear us anymore.
No, they
Yeah,
can't.
no.
But it's a good spot to hit a sponsor maybe and recuperate our live video and come back in fresh.
Yeah, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. Wilson?
This show is brought to you by AGC Emergency Lighting, your one-stop shop to be seen on scene. From tow trucks to plow trucks, emergency to DOT, let us light you up. Find us at facebook.com/AGC Lights. That's facebook.com/AGCLIGHTS. Mention this ad for free shipping on all orders over $250.
Also, brought to you in part by H&R Towing for all your towing and specialized transport needs. Bangers, baggers, jacked up or slammed down, from he boxes to she sheds, from undersized to oversized, and anything in between. You can contact us at 978-476-0999. And we're back. Sorry for that quick commercial break. It's so much fun and loving. So, speaking of, sorry for the technical difficulties. We suck with technology.
It says we're live.
Is it live?
Hopefully it's starting back up properly. Oh, there we go. Hey, hi everybody.
Hi.
There it is.
Yeah.
There
Oh,
it is.
well, you stayed. You came back. You have really low standards. Someone just walked in. Hi,
Yeah.
Chris.
Now Chris walks in.
Yeah.
called it. I called it.
Yeah, record.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god. So before we get much further in and we forget all about it because we're half idiots.
Half.
Okay, we're all idiots in here. So
Full idiots.
I want to plug the person that's taking care of our awesome merchandise, which Hot Ronnie Monty's wearing one of the shirts. You can see his name on the code. Strip down for me, Daddy. Strip it down.
Oh,
Yes.
boy.
So Craftastic Designs out of North Andover, Mass. Owned and operated by my wife, Lindsay. There we go. Strut it, baby. Strut it. Turn around. No. So sexy. Yes. So she does T-shirts, cups. She did Rennie's koozie over there. I don't know if you can actually even see it because the camera's way the fuck up. There we go. Oh, sick. There you can get it in there. And then the sign back there, you can see it on the chair that's lit up a little bit. She made that for us, too. So, she makes all sorts of weird, fun stuff. But anything you really need, it's like specialized, personalized, anything and everything. Hit her up. Small business, buy local, buy small. It's all the good stuff. What the fuck are you idiots doing behind me? Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm watching the camera screen, and it's just like, do. I'm trying to just keep going along with it, and they're just like a whole world behind me.
That's fucking great.
And I love Wilson's just like, nope, I'm not even involved with any of it. I don't care anymore.
Leave it on the floor.
No, I'm just listening to the plug. I'm like, oh wow, no, I appreciate that. Small business, I agree.
The Benny Hill.
I was wholesomely listening to that plug of going, I'm gonna check them out.
Dude, I was fucking it up because these assholes around me, like, I'm just trying to, like, what are they doing? But keep
I would
doing.
like to apologize to Lindsay.
Yeah.
Actually, because she's the one that got screwed on that whole thing. Why don't you go ahead and plug her again? I'm sorry,
So,
Lindsay.
Craftastic Designs, owned and operated by Lindsay Whitehouse. Facebook.com/Craftastic Designs 524. She made our sign for us here. It's actually painted on the board, which is sick. She stained it, sanded it, did all the crap. She does like the magic shit with it.
It's not
made
vinyl.
the shirt that he's wearing and the koozie that we showed you. You know, I can't do that stuff because I don't have the patience to figure that out. But it's like fucking magic. And she made the sticker on his book, so she made stickers and stuff like that for us too. It's yeah.
Get your Let's Be Blunt stickers.
All your Let's Be Blunt merch at
Craftastic Designs.
Facebook.com/Craftastic Designs 524. Buy local, buy small.
That's right.
And actually, I think tomorrow is like
Small Business Saturday.
That's what it is. Small Business Saturday. I was gonna say shop small.
Bitch tits. Fucking.
I try to be professional, and you cocksuckers fuck it up.
I didn't even do anything that
No,
time.
fuck you. You were involved. Jesus Christ.
It's your friend too.
Yeah, I hate all of you. So, anyways, let's get back to the prepping and shit like that because we're already jellyfish left and right of the house. So that's so gross. So we were talking about people running out of the city, and pretty much, you know, you were saying that your house, like, if you try and come to my house, it's just not going to work out for you.
Yeah, it's totally on camera.
What? Just...
I don't know why you were reaching for him. I was just trying to get him out of the way so I wouldn't kick him, but you had to go and reach for the glass.
I don't know. I saw you fucking.
I quit. Wilson, it was great talking to you. You have a good night. Goodbye, everybody.
You've been very professional throughout this whole experience. I'll make sure to leave a good review about you, but your other two co-hosts.
I do not work
Your other two
I do not
co-hosts,
condone these assholes
I can't
behind me.
Listen.
Oh my god.
If we weren't such assholes, you wouldn't have anyone to yell at.
Patrick, actually, if you are interested in Let's Be Blunt shirts and stuff like that, you can hit up Lindsay right on Facebook, where I think her page is tagged on the posts, right?
Yeah, it's in
It'll
there.
be in the episode description too, but I'm gonna post it in the chat in a second.
Yeah, he's gonna throw it up on the live thing, but it's on a lot of our posts. It's on our, I think, the last couple episodes. I think it's in the description too.
Okay, cool. Yeah, see, I'm not up to date with that stuff because I suck with technology.
Yeah.
I'm still learning how to use my phone. I just realized that you can edit stuff on your phone,
and
they have this thing called text messaging.
Wait, what?
But you know what they don't have? Da Vinci.
Oh my god, fuck off.
You can do anything on DaVinci. I heard that you can basically just about anything audio, video on DaVinci.
You could do a lot on DaVinci.
All of you. Like, yeah, it's just so assholes.
But not on this computer.
No, when we eventually get a new one.
Yeah, we can do
eventually.
A lot on DaVinci.
So, all right,
Patrick,
we
let me know if that works.
We posted her link in the chat, so if you'd like to check it out, go over there. It's cool because it's a whole store that she set up, so you can actually order stuff, customize it right on there, and tell her what you want. So,
no shit.
Yeah, so like it will show wine glasses and stuff like that, where it says like, you know, like Merry Christmas, you know, go fuck your sister. So, but on the back of it, you could put like your sister's name or your name, or like, you know, because it's fucking cool the shit she like literally personalizes it to the own stuff you want.
So what you're telling me is that someone could go on there to order one of these Let's Be Blunt T-shirts, and instead of having Hot Ronnie Monty on the left
Senor
breast,
JD,
it could have their name. It could say Joe fucking Schmo if they wanted it to.
Yeah, or it could just say Bluntonian on the back of it.
Bluntonian.
You know, anything that you really want within, you know, common reason, you know, she'll be able to do with it. It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, the coolest part is like seeing her face light up when like she gets the email like you have a new order. Like, you're not putting money into Jeff Bezos' fucking third yacht. You know, you're not paying for Walmart CEO's fucking new girlfriend's shopping spree.
Ring.
You know, you're helping put food on the tables, you know, just like other small businesses. Just like with Wilson and his shit. You know,
that's the best part about having a small business.
You know,
is it's like, this is just my side job. Like, but I'm putting in 20 hours a week in the shop after working a full day cutting meat also. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you get a customer in and it's like, all right, you don't come in until 11 because you were already cutting up a deer and you had a customer drop off. So you had to completely skin out a deer and put it in the cooler. So then you had to clean up a whole new set of the shop to then go back inside and wake up at 4 a.m. and go to work. It's exhausting, but I don't leave that shop without a smile on my face. Because it's like, yeah, this is what I love to do. And it's awesome that people pay me to do it.
And if you support that small business, eventually he won't have to get up at 4 a.m. to go to work.
No. See, like, that's
right.
That's the plan, right?
You know, because eventually you can make it become the 9 to 5, like, where you can have your set hours and be like, all right, especially during like the peak seasons where you can have lined up customers and stuff ready to go. It's
absolutely.
It's one of those things that it's like you wake up and you're tired, but
it's worth it.
Exactly, it's worth it. Like
absolutely, it's been amazing. I can't tell you how many. I've lost count of the amount of deer I've done. I've done a handful of black bears this year, which has been awesome because that's a new animal for me.
Cool.
Bear meat is interesting.
And
I want to try it.
It's pretty good.
Black bears.
You like black bears?
No.
No, you don't like black bears.
No, they are omens.
Black bears are a huge omen for my family.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Every time I've seen a live black bear while I drive it in my truck, nothing good has happened after. Nothing.
Well, then you should like the fact that he's butchering black bears.
Yes, but it freaks me the fuck out the fact that he just brought up black bears specifically.
I get that.
So
fair.
You're an asshole.
I've got a black bear head in my freezer.
Can I have it?
You should
and a hide.
Can I have it? Is it yours?
I mean, you can probably have the hide. The hide's mine. I need to tan it. I just haven't yet. Actually, you can't have it. I need to make a blanket for my wife. But
well, Nicole.
I forgot about that. Yeah. No, the bear skull. The bear skull's for a customer. I've stopped taking European mount orders. Because I'm already on to my second freezer.
Right the European mount is that?
Shut up, Anthony. So, all right. Well, why don't you plug your business? Because you're talking about it, but you haven't said a name, any way to get a hold of you.
Shameless plug.
Give us all your contact info.
Plug us like the back door.
My company is the Bodyshop 603. We're a custom butcher shop and you're a taxidermy shop. So if you're a hunter, I process all wild game, deer, bear, moose. I also, in the off season, do home slaughters on cows, pigs, sheep. So I'll basically come to your home, dispatch the animal, process it, skin it out, get it ready to put in my walk-in cooler, and I have all the equipment to completely break down your animal and package it, and so it's ready to go in your freezer.
Wait a second. So
I love
speaking of sheep, hang on one second. So you keep teasing me saying that you're not going to tell this story until like you're right, like we're on.
Get
recording.
Good and centered on the camera.
Would you like to trade seats?
Yeah, I want to see all your reaction.
Well,
so this probably isn't the best story to tell right after I just plugged my wholesome family business. But
well, fuck that. Well,
this is going to be wholesome
family,
and for the family.
Well, not for nothing. If you're buying local, that means they're real people, and
real
people say fuck.
Real people have real stories.
Yeah, right. What the fuck is this? Like real TV? Do you guys remember that? Never mind. Jellyfish.
Yeah. I like how you stopped the jellyfish before it happened. That was a.
You just smacked it out of the way. You saw it coming and just went whack.
Okay, so tell us about this sheep.
So it was a couple weeks ago now. I had a home slaughter on 2 sheep. They were older animals. It was a ram and an older ewe. That's what they call females.
And
damn,
daddy.
We got some feedback.
Female sheep.
Okay.
So usually I would just use a 22, but the customer was like, "We processed our sheep last year and we used 22, and it didn't work out well. Like we had to shoot more than once. One of those things. Like it's never fun for people to do it." Except for me because I'm a psychopath. But
yeah. See, I not for nothing.
So the customer was.
I really hope like when shit goes wrong, you allow me to at least come to your place.
We're gonna need a place to record from.
Yeah, exactly. We need a place to record from, so we can still give people our.
You'll be the apocalypse over the AM radio.
Yeah.
Like, all right, this is Senior JD. This is what's going on in the apocalypse. Like,
welcome to the apocalypse, everybody.
Welcome to the apocalypse, rocks, my motherfuckers.
Oh my god! All right, back to the sheep story.
Back to the sheep show.
The customer was like, "Do you mind using like my 9mm? I know that works." And I didn't have one, so I was like, "Yep, that's fine. I probably could use my 380, but I didn't bring target rounds. I just had hollow points. I didn't want to waste them. They're expensive."
Yeah, fair enough. Like a fucking $1
overkill.
Bullet, like not more.
So I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." And they were like a couple that moved up from Connecticut and started a sheep farm. Whatever. Like,
wait.
So it was a real shitty.
Wait. So they came from fucking Connecticut up to you? Wow.
No, they live in the town I live in.
Oh,
They bought
they
a farm up
originated
here,
in Connecticut.
and they have a farm there where they raise sheep because they saw how the world was going and decided to fucking move to the country and figure it out.
oh, they started prepping early.
Yeah, exactly. So they tried processing their sheep last year, or their lambs last year, and it did not go well for them because they've never done it before. So I came out and I was like, yeah, that's fine. So the ram was easy. I literally just walked up to it, and then it wasn't alive. And
I walked up, then suddenly it wasn't alive.
I was just there, and all of a sudden it just wasn't.
alive.
So I got that all
alive.
done out, gutted, and in the truck. So the older female, I'm scared to say you now because I'm afraid you guys would be like, oh, sexist. So that was in a bigger pen, and I was like, is there any way we can kind of like close the gap so I'm not taking like a super long shot with a gun that I've only shot once from a foot and a half away, so I can just get a good shot on it. And he's like, yeah, no worries. So there was a gate on this paddock it was in, so he took it off and pushed it in to like move it over, and he was looking over at this side, like the left, and to make sure it was up against the fence, but didn't notice that there was probably like a 12-inch gap on the right. And I noticed it, looked at the sheep, it noticed it, and just booked it. And I said, fucking hold on. So this thing comes running around. The farmer actually spun around and grabbed it by the wool, like on its ass.
By the wool of its ass.
Right as it was fucking full bore ramming me in the side of the leg with its head.
Oh, God.
So I'm going down. Like, I'm immediately going down.
We're going down.
Gun in this
timber.
hand. Yeah, fucking gun in this hand. And fucking, I'm going down. As it's going behind me, I wrap my arm around its neck and fall on it. So, like, I knew I was falling, so I controlled the falling, got around the sheep, fell on it, and had a split second of, like, how the fuck are we going to get this sheep back in the pen so I can shoot it? And I was like, oh, yeah. So I literally looked at the farm and was like, hold on. Like, hold on. And I fucking brought the gun around and just put it to the side of its temple and fucking shot it while I was on top of it.
Oh man!
Straight up fucking murdered the sheep.
The sheep fought back though. That sheep didn't go down without a fight.
Seriously, that sheep.
I didn't feel bad about it for a second. I was like, you made me work for it. So
Yeah. That sheep went down with honor.
It went down with the fucking like.
Oh yeah,
that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And I just kind of put the hammer back on the pistol and put it up on a shelf, and I kind of like walked up, brushed myself off, cut the throat to bleed it, and it just kind of bled out there. And I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Those things started kibbing and fucking put blood and mud all over me. I was like, you bitch. I'm like, God damn it.
It's my favorite.
And the farmer was just kind of like, okay, what just happened? But he was also, and I apologize. I was like, listen, I'm sorry. I don't want to do that way. That's not how that should be done. I apologize. Like,
Sheep wrestler.
But like, I needed to get, like, I saw an opportunity and took it. And he goes, oh no, I appreciate you doing it because we'd be hunting it right now because all the gates were open. And I said, no, you would be hunting it. I'm hunting your sheep. But it was just like, he was like, okay, so that just happened. Like,
I love it just looks at you like, well, shit.
That's fun. I love how the sheep noticed the gap.
Oh yeah, it was literally
shit.
we both made eye contact. We saw it and made eye contact at the same time, and it fucking booked it and fucking just for me. It nailed me right in the side of the knee.
The sheep's
like,
like,
I just,
it's on, motherfucker.
oh yeah, you knew.
It's like,
The first time I showed up there, the first time I showed up to that farm to like just see what they were working with, what animals I was processing. They have like a space under their barn that has some stalls that's attached to a paddock. So all the sheep were in there. And he opened the gate and he walked in and they were just kind of mulling around. And I walked in and they scattered. Like they all just went in every opposite direction. And he goes, oh, they're scared of you.
They
and
remember your ass. Oh my fucking God. That's just like...
That's a good one. That's a good story.
Did you like say anything cool before you did it? Like,
No, I didn't. I told my buddies and they started calling me John Hick.
Dude, fucking Macho Man Sheepy Savage over here. Oh
Right.
my god, that's fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was slightly scared how calm I was during the whole situation.
dude, you scared the shit out of me. Like,
That's
I'm
good.
a psychopath, so like, I'm calm in situations, and like, you just worry me. Like, are you on some type of meds?
You
But
worry
going back to
Yeah,
like
it's in his hand.
what
There it is.
happens
There it
if
is.
something happens in the world, like, all right, you have no canned food, but there's deer out there. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm gonna shoot it. Are you?
I like to see that.
Have you ever shot a gun? Well, one, have you ever shot a gun? Two, have you ever killed anything with it? Like,
I shot a squirrel with the BB gun.
I've blown squirrels apart with 12 gauge.
yeah.
I used to target womp rats in my T16 back on Tatooine.
There you go. All right, so now lay on top of it. Now, like,
in Da Nang, I used to throw hand grenades at the fellas. We used to call it hotsy totsy.
okay, so now lay on top of a sheep and shoot it in the head.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
If Quentin Tarantino ever does a farm movie, you're doing the opening scene because that's now it.
Thank you, Bilo.
Oh my god.
It's one of those things though. It's part of the job. Like, it's literally part of my job. In order to do
What you do.
the processing part, so in order to do what I do regular, like, for the farmer,
You have to lay on top of a sheep and
animal
shoot it in the
die.
head.
Yeah, you
Like-
gotta fucking drop the hammer right on the
Yeah.
temple.
You
now,
got John McClane that shit.
now, is to process the meat, like, when it starts running around like that, does it affect it? Like, the adrenaline and the blood gets going, or like? 'Cause
Oh,
I've
absolutely.
heard
Like,
rumors of like, but I don't know if it's true.
it's adrenaline. That's what it is. The adrenal glands start going and they start pumping all these hormones to the meat, and you can taste it. Like, you can absolutely taste it.
Does it make it taste better, worse, gamier, softer?
It's a lot gamier. Like, it just tastes off.
Ugh.
And even processing. I've had deer in that have dropped. They shot it in the heart, it dropped.
Oh.
I've had deer that ran for 2 miles, and it's a completely different meat.
Huh.
Really?
You can literally hit the deer that, like, you can take the backstrap out of the deer that's ran for 2 miles and, like, just hit it off the table, and it's solid.
Jesus.
When you could take a deer that just got literally shot while it was eating, dropped, nothing happened to it, blood out, died. And that that meat is some of the most tender meat you've ever seen in your entire life.
My mouth is watering right now.
Kind of like
right?
the
I
one
am
you
so
did in the
Kill for a
backyard.
piece of venison right now.
Right. I want like fucking deer
Well,
tips.
Deer tits?
Seeing as that got hit by my truck,
Deer
that
tips.
probably wasn't the most tender meat. But I mean,
Still
I tenderized it for sure.
It was
But-
delicious.
What did you just sit
It
there
was
with the
good.
jackhammer and fucking hammer it down?
Huh?
I said, because you said you sat there and tenderized. I said, so what do you do? Just sit there with the jackhammer and like tenderize it down?
I picture
No,
him
I hit it with
having.
my truck.
I was gonna say, I
My
picture him
brand new
having
truck. I had it for a month.
I picture him have a tenderizing hammer, like one of those meat tenderizing hammers.
Yeah,
But
like
it looks like the big one that Thor
Like
had
a
in
war
like the newer
hammer.
movies. Yeah, and he just comes at it like boom, like a fucking the dwarves in fucking like Lord of the Rings or something with
Yeah.
those giant battle axes.
Oh my god!
That's how they used to slaughter cows in slaughterhouses with
the
a
big
sledgehammer.
hammer, right? Yeah.
They would come into the chute, and there would just be a dude like me standing there with a fucking sledgehammer,
Yeah.
and he would just be like whop pop right in the fucking center of the skull and
Yeah.
kill it.
Yep.
Oh,
Now, would that cause the adrenal glands to go because it's blunt force trauma that like caused the nervous system
Not
to
if you
react?
do it right.
Well, I don't fucking know. Shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
If you hit them square right here, there's only about that place is a bad example, but there's only like a half inch of skull between like right here in the brain, like on a cow, like on an average cow.
Like right about here?
Like, oh, absolutely. Like, you wouldn't even need a sledgehammer for a person, like a regular just framing hammer. Like, but if you hit them hard enough right here, all the
Right
bone fracture,
Right here?
bone fracture go into the brain and kill it.
so right here, right about here, right?
Yeah,
Right
Perfect.
Right here?
Ready?
yeah,
Ready?
exactly.
Ready? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, right there.
Is it right here?
Is it right there? Ronnie, can you show us where?
Is it here?
Right there.
Right here.
Right there. Right there.
We're all
it's right here.
12-year-olds.
I swear to God, we're all adults in here.
No, no, we're not.
Now everyone can see us being 12-year-olds.
Yeah, that's even
The
worse.
people that are our
Yeah,
friends.
the live was a bad mistake. The live was a mistake.
No, the
Was
worst
it a
part.
bad mistake?
The
or
worst
a
part
good
is people
mistake?
came back for fucking round 2. Actually.
Yeah. After we shut it off, they came back for the
I
second
know.
half.
Oh my God, Jesus fucking Christ!
So they want to see how bad we can fuck this up in the second half.
What are we
Oh,
going to say? Yeah. What if we the New England Patriots? The new New England Patriots?
Oh my, no, more like the Seattle Seahawks when they fucking choked in the last round, dude. Jesus shit! What were they like 12-32 and they lost it? How the fuck do you pull that one off?
I don't watch sports.
I remember that one specifically because
I don't either.
the only reason I remember that one is because everybody I worked with was losing their shit about it.
Yeah. I mean, I remember the comeback. It was pretty fantastic, but I don't really watch sports.
Yeah, the comeback.
I just made a Star Wars reference. I mean, of course I don't watch fucking sports.
No, Jesus,
You are a
we
nerd.
know
I'm
that.
a fucking huge
Oh
nerd.
my God, Jesus!
Shut up, nerd.
I made a Star Wars reference that nobody got too, which is the
When?
best part.
I got it.
The Womp Rat reference. It
Oh.
was just a.
I remember that from Family Guy
Well,
There you go. Yeah.
because I don't watch Star Wars.
I heard it, and I was like, did he mean swamp rat? Is he talking about muskrats? All right, I'll
that's
just
what I
go with
wasn't.
it.
I thought you
Nope.
meant like swamp rat or something.
Nope.
Like that. So I was like, oh, boy blew up in the bayou. Jesus.
Born in the Bayou.
Going in the bayou. We're gonna go back way down into the back end of the world, boys.
So,
I'm already there.
Get it in S&D Black.
Oh, that's awesome.
oh Jesus, fist fucking Christ. Anyways, boys, Ron, Wilson, you fuckers out there in the
All
live
of
land
you.
watching us.
All of
Thank you for joining us. It's been wonderful.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. You are beautiful. We love you. You have a wonderful night. Go fuck yourselves.
Goodbye.
See ya.